Last time on Chasing Rainbow.
Is he coming?
Is he coming?
Will you consider having lunch with me again?
His Royal Majesty, the Prince of Wales.
They're all winning, Benny. No one's losing. There must be 7,000, 8,000 ahead up there. I can't pay that.
You must bring me luck, Miss Ashley.
Now, are you gonna help me or not?
I can't.
You punks. You think that because I am a Jew and a junk that I'm a schmuck?
What do you suppose they're doing right now?
Oh, who knows? Who cares?
You do.
Well,
Had to be you. It had to be you.
All right. Listen to this. A magical eve in our nation's capital. Blah, blah, blah. Like a setting for a fairy tale, Rideau Hall has seldom displayed her charms more fetchingly than on Saturday last, when their excellencies, the Governor General and the Duchess of Devonshire, played gracious hosts to a lovely dinner and a ball in honor of, you guessed it, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. There will surely be few among the 400 fortunate invitees who will not look back in the years to come and remark, hold your breath, my, what a lovely evening.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to count.
Yeah, and I know how difficult that is for you, but I'm just getting to the good part. Oh, my, what a lovely evening. The popular and gracious prince danced until the wee hours and gave every indication of enjoying himself royally. Royally. Oh. You get it? His favorite partner was Miss Paula Ashley, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Frank W. Ashley of Montreal, the vivacious Miss Ashley, whose coming out was a highlight of the 1916 season, lest we forget, looked lovely in a simple but elegant silk satin gown in mandarin red with sprays of Diamante at the shoulders. Just sprays of Diamante. Kind of gives you the shivers, doesn't it?
Why are you doing this? Why are you torturing yourself?
I'm just keeping up on the news. This is history in the making here. Man's finger found in beer bottle. Oh, wait, wrong story. Guests supped regally, commencing with frivolité muscovite. Oh, that again. Followed by consommé Clotilde and a delicate timbale de filet de sole anglaise impériale. Well, of course. Oh, this is making me hungry. I haven't had a decent frivolite muscovite for weeks. Careful. I want to frame that.
Look, forget her. Now, did I drag you out of the mud just so you could come home and make a complete poodle of yourself over some stupid Deb?
Mm-hmm.
How often do I have to tell you? She is not worth it. Deb's like her, they're a dime a dozen. You're cranking them out like cupcakes up there. Aside from that, she's a fickle bitch. Foolish for the first prince who comes by.
Well, she's no Judy Gluck, and that's for sure.
You're trying to hurt me. But I don't care, you see, because I am a rich. She ran off with my best buddy, but I do not care because I'm rich. So eat your heart out, Judy Gluck, wherever you are.
And we don't care where you are because we're rich.
Where? No. Not you, just me. You're not rich. I am. It's my money.
Just you, I'm not rich.
Hey, I have an idea.
Oh, stop the press is another first.
You must know dozens of these Debs, right?
Oh, royally, get it?
No, but why don't we round up a couple some night and we'll go out and paint the town?
That's a good idea. Should I round up a couple for you too?
Absolutely. And we'll cut a, what do you call it?
Swath?
A swath, whatever the hell a swath is. We will cut it. No cupcake is safe.
And you'll pay?
I'll pay because I am rich. Are we downhearted? No!
Are people trying to sleep? Yes!
Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Let me put my arms about you. I could never live without you.
We're swath cutters.
Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll.
No cupcake is safe.
Cupcake. If you ever leave me, how my heart would ache. Wanna hug you, but I'm fear she'd break. Oh, you beautiful doll.
Hi, soldier. You got a light? You should keep your door locked. Never know when someone's gonna wander in and steal your heart. So, aren't you going to ask me?
Nah, I never ask. I figure when a dame's ready, she'll let me know.
I was referring to my trip. My Cinderella evening with the Prince of Wales.
Oh, that. No, I forgot about that.
Well, since you're dying to know, yes, thank you. It was fascinating. What did we do? Well, we dined, we danced, we dined some more.
Oh, by the way, did I mention that I'm rich?
We left at about 1:30 and went back to his private train car. Just the two of us.
We've been turning him away for 2 nights now.
We talked for a long time. He's a very sweet man. Very sad. Lonely. I liked him very much. I think he liked me, too.
Made enough to pay off Farley with a pile left over.
And nothing happened. Not a veiled suggestion. Not a hint. Not even a peck on the cheek. When I left, he was standing in the window with this sad smile. He gave me a little wave. My heart went out to him. And I don't suppose I'll ever see him again.
Well, that's a touching little story. You can tell that to your grandchildren. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired, I'm rich. I'm going to bed.
One thing did happen before I left. It involves you. I read him some of your poems. I did. They moved him to tears. He thinks they deserve to be published.
What does he know?
Well, they moved me to tears. Yeah, well, what do I know?
Hey, look, I'd like that book back, okay? You've had it long enough.
Thank you for letting me read them. I know you're sensitive about them. But you shouldn't be, you know. If I could write poems like that, I would shout them from the rooftops.
Come on, me? Sensitive?
There's no one else around, you know.
So?
So there's no reason for this big tough guy act you're so fond of. It doesn't fool me. I've read your poems. I know what you like deep down. I've decided to stop all the coyness, the sarcasm, the silly game playing.
But that's the whole basis of our, whatever it is we have.
There could be a new basis.
Our sensitive natures.
There could be a new basis. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm willing to try again if you're still interested.
You know, if you think poetry is hard, you ought to try this sometime. I've been practicing this for a week. I bet you Shakespeare couldn't do this.
Oh, why am I laughing? Forget it. Forget it. I take it all back. Everything I said, you can just forget it. Good night. Goodbye.
It's like I said. When the dame's ready, she lets me know.
Don't push your luck, buddy.
Mademoiselle? Mademoiselle deux?
Out of here!
All right. Touchy. Hey.
Oh, je vais t'en faire de la passion, sors d'ici!
Hey, you just tell Jake he owes me money. Nobody stiffs the rose.
Oh, Benjamin! Pleasure to see you, as always.
Hey, I've been calling you. You been avoiding me or what? We gotta talk, buddy.
Partner, Benny. I'm otherwise engaged at the moment. These are my otherwise engagements. Miss Henshaw, you've met Miss Hopewell. This is Mr. Rose.
Enchanté. Look, kid.
I hear you know some keen spots, Mr. Rose. No, not him.
Not me what? Keen Spots is my middle name.
Sorry, mesdames, messieurs, we don't open until 8 o'clock, so please.
Oh, no, we're not staying. Where's Jake? We're going to paint the town. Now, drink a few beers, close a few bars. Jake! He's paying.
Hey, swath cutter!
Hey, what?
Save your breath, he ain't here.
Is he coming back?
He's out for the evening, or maybe the night.
I'm in charge.
Look, Chris, we got to talk.
Where did he go?
To a play. No, he did. Took his sweetie to the theater.
His sweetie. And who would that be?
Well, you know, Paula.
Chris, come here. Talk to me. Be a good listener like your mother taught you.
Just be a minute.
Maybe 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I've been making a lot of calls, exploring every avenue, checking every angle. No, the end of the story is I'm banging my head up against your proverbial brick wall. The wall is winning. I'm having nothing but trouble unloading our load at anything what you might call would resemble your basic fair price. You're calm. You're not panicking. That's good. I like that in a partner. But are you applying your full faculties to our problem here? We got a bank full of booze, a note coming due, the clock ticking, and nobody wants to do business with us.
I don't see how I can help you, Benny.
Us. Help us. We're in this together, remember? But that's okay. That's where teamwork comes in. I tell you what to do and you do it. Tinker to Evers to chance. And what you got to do is bust through this mental barrier you got. You got to shake off them Oedipus rags and talk to your old man. Get him to deal with Irv Eckelberg. Get him to buy the whole kit and caboodle, bank and all. Yeah? What's so funny?
Shake off them Oedipus rags. I like you, Benny. You add a certain je ne sais quoi to whatever you're a part of.
Good. Is that good? I mean, if that's good, good. Otherwise...
Because you're a bit of a philosopher yourself, I'm going to let you in on my new philosophy. You ready?
Yeah.
To be merry is to be wise. You think about that.
Yeah? Well, I've always found your merriment comes easier when some guy ain't taking a baseball bat to your kneecaps. For failure to pay off a certain promissory note?
Benny, Benny, Benny. Baseball bats, kneecaps. You're an amusing fellow. But I told you, I'm not gonna let little things get to me anymore. I mean, I fought the war to end all blah, 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 and I earned the thanks of a grateful nation. Cupcake division, and a damn good time. And I'm going to avail myself of that opportunity.
Do you think you ought to ease up on the sauce, kid?
No. How's the Pirandello? Or was that at Ipsit this week?
Look,
Kincaid. Gonna have to learn a few names like that. You expect to shine in those circles. I'll make a little list for you. You can write it on your cuff.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you. I'm not trying to do anything behind your back.
Don't give it a second thought. It's like you said. She's a dime a dozen Deb. Fickle bitch. Right?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Are you all set? Come on! No. Duck a swing, block a hook. And I really enjoy this boxing. We should make it a regular thing. Come on. Come on!
Damn book, Ibsen, fell off the shelf, hit me right in the eye.
My hero. It's Ibsen.
Isn't she beautiful? See how her blue dress with its neckline plunging sets off her hair, flaming tresses. God, I wish that I were a poet. Natural, fortunate fellow. Redheads are much more passionate. Isn't that right, passionate fellow?
Come on.
Oops. Dead soldier! Winter's coming. You can feel it. Didn't mind the winter so much. At least the mud froze.
Come on. I'll make cocoa.
No, thanks.
It's good. I use a special recipe, cocoa and milk.
No, thank you. I don't want cocoa.
What do you want, Chris?
You don't really want to know.
You're wrong. I do.
All right. Well, I want passion. I want meaning. I want to feel something deeply again. I want more than superficiality and silly jokes and cocoa.
I heat up the milk passionately. Laugh, that was a silly joke.
I saw a kid glove lying in a field of mud. A beautiful kid glove. And I reached down to pick it up, but it was stuck. And then it came away with a soft ripping sound, and I felt the hand that was still inside. I walked down a French country lane on a summer night. It smelled of lilacs and garbage. A girl whispered to me from the shadows. She couldn't have been more than 12, with the biggest, blackest eyes that I've ever seen, and she offered herself to me right there on the ground for a tin of bully beef. My best friend was standing 2 feet away from me. He was talking about Paula. They were cousins. And in 1 second, he was alive, smoking, laughing. The next, his brains were blown out by a sniper. Inside of his head was splattered all over me, clinging to the front of my uniform like little bits of gray glue. But you don't want to hear any of this. It's in bad taste. It's not amusing. You want to have fun. You want cocoa.
I could give you a lot more than that. If you let me, I could love you. If you let me.
Hey, I haven't got any bully beef.
Bastard! I love you! God damn you! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Evidently not.
God damn you.
Sweeney, please. Now, this is supposed to be a serious rehearsal.
What, too allegro for you?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Present! Is there one for me?
Probably all Jake's.
No, there's one for everyone, but they're Christmas presents.
Thank you, Santa.
Sammy. What is it?
Oh,
Answer, Jack.
that's really sweet of you.
Do I get one?
You get yours in private.
Oh, that's what I always wanted. But you shouldn't have. I mean, really, 10 cents. What can I say?
Saturday night. I read it all the time.
And you can stop trying to be funny now. A skill you have yet to master. And turn to page 20.
A skill I have yet to master? What, you get your play published or something?
Now, Jake, don't get upset. You should be very pleased about this.
You gave them these?
Well, I copied them out of the book before I gave it back.
Oh, we gotta stop this.
No, it's out. It was published today. It's done.
But how can they just print these without permission?
I gave them permission. Accept it, Jake. They are wonderful poems. They deserve to be read. You're going to be paid for it if that's what you're worried about.
It's not what I'm worried about.
There's more. Turn the page.
Oh, God. God, oh, God, oh, God.
It's the snap I took of you at Knowles. It's too bad you didn't look that good in real life.
Oh, God.
You said that already. It doesn't say anything bad about you. Look at the byline.
By Paula Ashley.
Well, go ahead. Read it. Don't you want to know what I say about you? All right, I'll read it.
Nope.
I know you want to forget about the war. I know you want to leave it behind. But it's wrong to leave these poems in a drawer to rot. It's wrong. Someday you'll...
Someday I'll thank you?
Yes. If I'm still speaking to you, which I seriously doubt.
Paula.
I'm the one who wants to be the writer. All I've ever gotten from Saturday night from my poems have been tasteful little rejection slips. And here you are, spread all over 2 pages without even trying, and you're moaning about it. I finally get my first article published in an important magazine, singing your praises. And are you pleased for me? Do you congratulate me? No. You go into a sulk and refuse to read it. You give new meaning to the words unfeeling, stupid, lummox.
I'm sorry. Lummox? Hey, look, don't go, please. I have to tell you a story.
Lola. Merci. Thank you. You should have nuts. Oh, it's the least I could do, Gabby, after you saved my life with that dress. You weren't supposed to open that until Christmas.
Oh, don't blame her. She's just a kid. The sight of a wrapped present, she couldn't resist.
Thank you for the present. Beautiful, just right for my jewelry.
Thanks, miss. That's a real nice. It's a real nice thing.
It's a watch fob, dummy.
Well, I knew that. Now all I need is a watch.
Uh-oh. I think we've interrupted something here.
Your boss has just decided to have a little sulk. How about this?
Please, don't show them that.
I have extra copies. Page 20.
You authored these?
Hey, this one ain't bad for a poem.
Look at this on the next page.
Did you read this? The reluctant heart of the poet?
If you're lucky enough to gain admittance to Jake's, Montreal's jazziest nightclub, you'll be greeted by a young man with a rakish grin, a large cigar, and the lingering scent of Burma shave. If I told you that this is the man who wrote the lyrical, desperately moving poetry on the preceding pages, you might well look at me askance. But John Kincaid, Jake to his friends, is no ordinary nightclub proprietor. Indeed, Jake Kincaid is no ordinary man. Raised in one of Montreal's poorest, toughest districts, where one would sooner admit to robbing a bank than writing a poem, Mr. Kincaid's remarkable achievements as battlefield hero, as poet, can only be due to a special strength of character, a special courage.
Although he can rightfully claim pride of place in the heroic tradition of warrior poets from Caesar to Sassoon, Mr. Kincaid keeps his burning, singular talent artfully hidden beneath a bushel of offhand modesty and earthy charm. This can only excite admiration and perhaps a little envy among men less favored by the gods. What he excites among ladies is another matter entirely. Well, am I forgiven?
Yeah.
But what was that story you were going to tell me?
Oh, nothing.
Will, you come for dinner on Christmas Eve? My parents want to meet you.
They'll get over it.
They'll be going out afterwards. You could, finish the house tour.
Well, I guess congratulations are in order from one less favored by the gods. Now, what is that? Oh, yes, of course. The lingering smell of Burma shave. This is, fascinating poetry, Jake. I had no idea you were such a good speller.
Chris.
And your article. Now, Paula, this is very illuminating, because I wish you would have spoken to me first. I could have fleshed it out with some real first-hand reminiscences. An unnamed comrade, one of the dozens who owes his life to the dashing warrior poet, stated that he had never seen a man like Kincaid for crouching in a foxhole under enemy fire. No. Make that withering enemy fire. And, well, just dashing off a sonnet to rally his men. It was little short of, what?
I have to go. Bye.
Awe-inspiring. Yes, that's quite good. Awe-inspiring.
That was beneath you, Chris.
Hmm? So, are you gonna tell her?
Tell her what?
That you didn't write these.
Who says I didn't?
I do. Look, I don't know where you got them. I don't know who did write them, but I know it wasn't you. Prove it. No, I don't have to prove it, Jake. It's on your conscience. It's not mine. You know it's wrong as well as I do.
What is this? Right and wrong's your specialty?
What's yours? Lying and hypocrisy in the great warrior poet tradition? I mean, whoever really wrote these is going to find out that you stole them, sooner or later.
I didn't steal them.
He's not gonna find out. He's pushing up daisies in Flanders. Oh, God. They're Billy Wheelers. That kid they shot for cowardice. He left me his kit bag, you remember? He thought I was a friend of his. He entrusted his stuff to me.
Why did you tell Paula that you wrote them?
Look, I never told her I wrote them. You know what she's like. She saw them, she just assumed.
You could have said something.
Hey, leave it for Sunday, okay? You're not the one with a grade 11 education. She don't make jokes about you about moving your lips when you read. She seemed impressed. She looked at me in a whole different light, so I let it slide. So I was wrong. Are you so sure you'd have done different? Oh, yeah, you would have. St. Christopher, amen.
You have to tell her.
I can't tell her now. They're in a bloody magazine. She's gone and written this whole...
P.N.
What?
A hymn to your virtues.
Yeah, one of them. Anyway, who's it gonna help? The kid is dead. She's just gonna get upset.
You have to tell her.
Meaning, if I don't, you're gonna.
Yes, well, that's the chance you take, isn't it?
Smile. Yeah, why not? It ain't no masterpiece. We won't paint it on the ceiling, but it's a deal. So when'll we...
What's he doing here? Searching for his lost love? You know, I was going to give her a call, but now that she's developed this thing for types in dirty overalls, I hate to pick up anything communicable.
Listen, listen, hey. Don't pay any attention to him. We can't all share his particular sense of humor. Now, look, Junior, why don't you get out of here? We got a deal.
There's no deal. We don't deal with
Listen
him.
to me, kid. I got $1.10.
No!
I'll give it back before I deal with him. In fact, come January 1st, we give all this stuff back, lock, stock, and barrel. I should have never got involved in this ridiculous scheme of yours in the first place.
Give it back. Isn't it yours? Haven't you paid for it?
Of course it's ours. Of course we paid for it.
And I tell you how, but you're probably too thick to understand.
Shut up! We paid cash. No problem.
No, we didn't pay cash for it. We're not dumb suckers like him.
Shut up! He's drunk.
He's pathetic. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, no? Junior?
Ooh.
Tell you what, step into my office. I'll let you know exactly how we paid for it. Chris, with a stroke of a pen. That's how we paid for it.
The guy's drunk.
Here. I'll pay you exactly the same way. And you can buy yourself a new personality. The one you've got, I don't know. It's just not working.
Pay for all this with a promissory note? That's very ingenious.
We paid cash.
But it could leave you out on a very nasty limb.
But Junior, I ain't here to discuss trees. We got a deal, you and me. Forget him.
As much as I'd like to. But you're right. We've got a deal.
Nope, no deal.
Why don't we meet at, say, 10 tonight? Here. And we'll close it.
You'll bring the money.
Unless, of course, you'd prefer a promissory note.
Idiot.
Jake, look what just came for you. Will you go to our concert tonight? I will sing all a song by myself in English.
I got a date tonight, Gabby. Up the hill. Listen, I'll try to get back before you're finished.
Pickles?
Jake, thank you for letting me to stay here. I love it here.
You don't have to thank me, Gabby. My motives probably weren't the best anyway.
Motives?
Never mind. Merry Christmas.
Joyeux Noël.
Dear Jake, please accept these small gifts in the hope that you will have a happy Christmas. I hope it fits. I refer to the sweater. Thank you so much for coming to visit us and for bringing Billy's things and for your kindness to him. It meant more to me than anything. He was a good son to us. I try to remember this when things are too much to bear. You are always welcome here, rain or shine, although I am sure you are busy doing great things in Montreal. Happy Christmas to you and your loved ones. Yours most sincerely, Mrs. Mary Wheeler.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and
Mr. Rose, wish your partner a Merry Christmas for me.
I wasn't sure you'd show up.
That was I. Listen, can we duck out on this dinner thing? There's something we gotta talk about.
Mr. Kincaid, I read your poetry. How do you do it?
Mirrors.
Frank Ashley, pleasure.
Actually, we've met, sir. I used to deliver your coal. You gave me hell once for spilling some in the lane.
And don't you forget it.
Warmest greetings on this Christmas Eve to all within reach of my voice waves. This is wireless radio telegraphy, to which I have devoted my life in the fervent belief that it is truly our best hope for peace on earth, goodwill.
Good! Smell it, you tough prick! You satisfied now? I had a deal going. All you had to do was stand in the corner and keep your south mouth shut. You couldn't do that, could you? No, you had to bugger it out. Look, I'm doing your roast, John. You give the stuff back. Give it back? You give it back. It's in the gutter, you dumb puke. It's gone. Yeah. You thought this was all some kind of a lark, didn't you? Well, they'll be coming after their money now. We'll see who the joke's on. Yeah. I knew guys like you at the front. It was an ignorant pip like you got me gassed, nearly got me killed.
You weren't in the war.
You self-righteous prig. You think you're the only one who fought in the war? The only one who suffered? Your nose is so far up your ass, it's a miracle you can breathe. Did you think for 1 second what this could have meant to me? Did you even care? No, you were too busy searching for your bloody tortured soul at the bottom of a bottle. Go on. Can't stand the sight of you. You're no goddamn good to me. You're no goddamn good to anybody.
Heavenly Father, we give thanks for the abundance of thy blessings so richly bestowed upon us this year past. We give thanks for this food we are about to receive, and may you continue to bless our earthly endeavors in thy faithful service to our life's end. In the name of thy Holy Son, amen.
Amen.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the sky.
Drop in and see me at the firm sometime, Jake. I'd like to chat further, if you're interested.
Thank you, sir.
Where are you off to, dear?
Oh, there's a party at Knowles.
We'll have a nice time. Both of you.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Happy Christmas.
Have a nice time. You were a hit. So what'd you want to talk to me about?
I forget.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus let down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, Virgin Mother and Child.
You know the route.
No problem, Junior. I'm in Poughkeepsie for Chinese New Year.
Don't call me that.
Hey! Hey!
Don't be afraid. You'll be all right. Okay?
And on this holiest of nights, we offer a heartfelt Christmas wish. A wish that each of us alone in his private night will search within himself, within the rag and bone shop of the human heart, and do whatever he or she can, however small, to dispel the darkness, to ease another's pain, another's loneliness, to see that the finer instincts of man ultimately triumph. Merry Christmas, and God bless.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shining the everlasting light, the hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight.
Next week on Chasing Rainbows.
We must think we're suckers.
Not at all. I think you're Jews.
I'm falling in love with you.
No.
I am. Don't tell me how I feel. I know how I feel.
You don't.
Oh, Paula, darling.
Till we meet again. Did you ever think about him for 1 second? What he was feeling? What he was going through? They found the car in the water. It went off the road through the ice.